I'm Professor Pi. Welcome to my daily mathematical adventures. Hey, don't forget me. I'm Cowboy Rufus. I'm your favorite student. Hi, I'm Professor Pi, and I've been watching this man redo this roof. It's an extremely steep roof. His drill and his hammer are all tied with ropes. He's standing on a ladder so he doesn't slide down to his death. And it got to me thinking about slope. Slope of the lines, I'm looking at two guys. One looks much safer than the other. The guy on the flat roof doesn't have to tie anything down. He's not near the edge. I don't think he can fall much, but if he falls, it's like 3 feet. This other man over here, if that ladder gives out, he has nothing to hang on to. He's coming down that roof in a way that you don't want to come down that roof. Notice he's even got his tools tied to a rope because if he lets go of them, they will fall on someone. This is a slope of lines. Those are the geometry objectives, but there are also objectives for slope in both Algebra 1 and Algebra 2. The I can statements is I can classify the rate of change. I can use a slope equation to find the rate of change. I can determine the slope of a line from 2 points on a graph. I have 3 cartoon pictures here that teach me a little bit about slope. Start with this famous skier and his dog. Some of you probably followed since childhood. That slope is 0, it's straight across. That slope is down. This slope is negative. This slope is positive. This slope is negative, going down. The equation for slope is we subtract the y's and then we subtract the x's. The y's go on top, the x's go on the bottom. Sometimes in elementary school that was referred to you as rise over run or elevator over sidewalk. Here's my first example. We've got 0, 4, 0, 8, but those are the x's. We want the x's on the bottom. We want the y's on the top. So that would be 4 minus 8 on the top, and 0 subtract 0. Even crazy cowboy Rob, he knows that's 0. 4 minus 8 over 0 is undefined. That is, it has no real slope. We can't define that slope. It looks a whole lot like this picture here. There's no slope there. He's not about to ride his bike down that hill. There's no slope. It's undefined. Look at my second example. We take the x's on the bottom, the y's on the top. So 0 minus 0 goes on the top. And on the bottom, we get 4 minus a minus 7. Yes, I realize there's a 0 on the top, but I want you to do the math because I want you to realize still that 4 minus a minus 7 is 11. 0 over 11. So that slope is 0. It is flat. It is horizontal. Let's go back to the undefined slope. If it's horizontal, this must be vertical. This is straight up. Now let's try an example where we won't get 0 on either the top or the bottom. 4 minus 1, we subtract the y's on top. And on the bottom, we subtract the x's. 5 minus 3. And that gets us 3 divided by 2. That slope is 3/2. Let's go back up to the rise over run concept. And we're going to go 3 spaces up and 2 spaces to the right. 3 more spaces up, 2 spaces to the right. He would have that pattern all the way up. Then we have slope here. I've got a negative number in here just to see what your class would do with that. And we're going to subtract the y's on the top. -3 -5 divided by -2 -10. -3 -5 is -8. Once again, that can't be positive. If we were multiplying, it would be positive, but that can't be positive. If you lose $3 one day and $5 the next, you're not even, and you don't have $2, you've lost $8. And if you keep losing $8, you tell Professor Pi, because he'll follow you to school. I can always use that money. On the other side, we get -2 -10 is -12. And we are going to reduce that to 2/3. That slope is 2/3. This slope is 3/2. That slope is 2/3. And those are my examples on how we solve for slope in an equation. You come back and see me, I'm Professor Pi. I'm just going to watch this guy work all day. I really enjoy watching people work. Thanks for watching another Professor Pi video. Yeah, y'all come back tomorrow. Cowboy Rufus and Professor Pi will teach you something new.